Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and the next chapter for Black Panther in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is a huge unknown. Between the tragic loss of Chadwick Boseman and the studio's repeated schedule shakeups, it's hard to know or to even talk about how the MCU could move on. But whatever Marvel is planning for Wakanda's future just got a potentially huge clue from the recently released in-universe book, The Wakanda Files, a trove of canonical details about the weapons and tech of the MCU revealed by Shuri's journal entries. Are you there, boss? It's me, Shuri. And a Kamoyo bead UV light that you probably won't want to point anywhere else. Now, I explored how this book revealed Tony Stark's secret insights and experiences with time travel, but really, the major bombshell is Shuri's experiments to regrow the mystical heart-shaped herb of Wakanda that superpowers the Black Panther and was supposedly eradicated by fire by Killmonger in the first film. Nakia managed to salvage one of the plants to resuscitate T'Challa, but it appeared as though all the others had burned, leaving the question of who could take over after T'Challa a mystery even before Boseman's passing. But are all the heart-shaped herbs truly gone from Wakanda? Are they? Well, according to this Marvel book reviewed by Sci-Fi Wire, after Killmonger burned all the heart-shaped herbs, Shuri began looking into a way to synthesize the plant via botanical research. She noted that she considered stabilizing the effects of the synthetic herb by mixing in vibranium, but that she couldn't really move forward until she studied a sample of the original plant. Shuri also noted an interest in the extremist research by Maya Hansen, that's the AIM botanist from Iron Man 3 who worked under Aldrich Killian. Shuri wrote that if you treat the human brain like a supercomputer, you can make it think that it has the abilities of cytosine and auxin like in plants, which could let the body regrow lost appendages, an idea that she described as having potential. Now, the go-to implication that you might be thinking about is a possible intention by Shuri to regrow the heart-shaped herb for her own personal use. After Black Panther came out a couple years back, many of us speculated that Shuri would one day take on the Black Panther mantle herself with her own vibranium suit following her arc in the comics. And while I do think that is definitely in the works for Shuri's future, we should, I think, pump the brakes and remember that there are many ways Ryan Coogler and the filmmaking team could go. Letitia Wright, for her part, said that when it comes to Black Panther 2, quote, "We're just still mourning Chad, so it's not something I even want to think about. The thought of doing it without him is kind of strange. We're just grieving at the moment, so it's trying to find the light in the midst of it." Perfectly stated. I should also point out that the passage from this Wakanda Files book explicitly leaves the door open to a natural solution, with Shuri still needing a sample from an original plant to move forward. And rewatching Black Panther, there is an interesting moment in the minutes after Killmonger torches a garden when Nakia brings the plant to M'Baku in the Mountain Tribe. Her original plan was to let M'Baku consume the plant so that he could challenge Killmonger for the throne. Now, of course, M'Baku shortly after revealed that T'Challa was still alive, but we were always left with that interesting hypothetical contingency of M'Baku stepping up as Black Panther. Why did he refuse this option? Like, he didn't have to tell them that T'Challa was still alive. Sure, Killmonger did defeat T'Challa and T'Challa had defeated M'Baku, but I don't think M'Baku was driven by fear in this moment. Loyalty to T'Challa after T'Challa spared him at Warrior Falls, maybe, or perhaps another reason. Because watch M'Baku closely in this scene.
This is why we are here, to offer this to you.
Come with me.
Yeah, I think we missed something there. But while we're talking about superpowered things we can consume and juice up and power on, thanks to a real-life version of that, Bang Energy for sponsoring this video. Yum! Every can of Bang is 16 ounces, it contains 300 milligrams of caffeine, whoa, it's sugar-free and it has 0 calories, yet it tastes really good. Bang! There are over 20 different flavors to choose from. One of those great flavors is cotton candy. Do you know what cotton candy is? It's just a cloud of sweet. This is what it tastes like if that cloud were to just rain a sip in your mouth. That sip turns into a carnival that keeps you moving on all day long. Check out Bang on Instagram. You can get 25% off your order at bangenergy.com when you use the code NewRockstars25. There you can buy cans of Bang Energy, including their sweet tea, keto coffee flavors, Bankster berry, purple guava pear, Pear, Star Blast, Pina Colada. There's all kinds of great flavors. You can also get clothing, fitness supplements, all kinds of stuff to be your best Bang self. Thanks again to Bang Energy for sponsoring this video. Get 25% off at bangenergy.com using the code NewRockstars25. Okay, so what original plant sample could Shuri have been referring to in these Wakanda Files? From what we know of the heart-shaped herb, it was grown exclusively in the royal gardens of the Wakandan palace catacombs. Originally, it sprung up wildly in the Wakandan soil enriched by the vibranium meteorite, with the original Black Panther led to it by Bost. Then, over the years, the ruling tribe must have cultivated this strain so that it grew only in their private garden, since it was the source of their power. But we do know there are far reaches of this kingdom that are pretty closed off from the main tribes.
4 tribes agreed to live under the king's rule, but the Jabari tribe isolated themselves in the mountains.
Which brings us back to M'Baku in this moment. Could the true reason he refused Nakia's heart-shaped herb be that the Jabari already have their own secret strain of this plant growing in their mountain caves? A plant M'Baku has already consumed, yet still embarrassingly failed to overcome a depowered T'Challa at Warrior Falls. That humbling defeat could be what keeps M'Baku quiet here. To take a purely grown original strain of the plant after he's already taken his version could have unknown effects and likely force him to admit he tried to give himself an unfair advantage before. Really, I think some possible smoking gun evidence of M'Baku's secret plant consumption could have just revealed itself seconds earlier when he jokingly threatened Ross.
You cannot talk! One more word, and I will feed you to my children. I'm kidding, we have vegetarians.
Now, yes, this could just be interpreted as a joke referencing M'Baku's problematic cannibalistic origins in the comics, but what if there's more to it? That the reason for the Jabari's insane strength, not just at Warrior Falls, but in the final battle, is the fact that they have been consuming, as part of a regular vegetarian diet, a sister strain of the heart-shaped herb. Not only would that strain's existence give Wakanda and Shuri a way forward to regrow the heart-shaped herb, it would give M'Baku a critical role in that narrative. Something he absolutely deserves considering he was at T'Challa and Okoye's side, not just in the battle against Killmonger, but against Thanos' forces in Infinity War and in the Battle of Earth and Endgame. But it would do so in a way that still honors the incarnation of Black Panther T'Challa, played by Chadwick Boseman, a warrior so strong that even when stripped of his superpowers, facing others with untold hidden strengths, still he powered through and exemplified a value for life and for friendship. What better tribute than that? I certainly prefer Black Panther M'Baku to, like, Shuri using Iron Man 3 extremist goosebumps don't go in the basement shit to reanimate the flesh of Killmonger's corpse. He was the guy who burned all those plants to begin with. I think he made his statement and is stronger when he is still dead. But again, however the Black Panther creative team decides to move on here, we are in no rush. And it is totally understandable to still hold Chadwick's memory in our hearts and for that to be the priority for now. Look, it's fun to discuss the implications of new canonical details as they come up, but of course we do not need firm answers about his replacement just yet. In the meantime, discuss these nerdy theories with me on New Rockstars official Discord server by becoming a patron at patreon.com/newrockstars. Subscribe to New Rockstars here on YouTube, hit that notification bell, follow me on Instagram at EA Voss, follow New Rockstars. Thank you for watching, and remember, vote